All right, you guys, make sure you have your volume in the room there set. Test 1 2, test 1 2. Awesome. Hey everyone, happy Friday. We are back for our Friday flow. I would say nice to see you all, but I can't see you. So it's a pleasure to share the experience with you virtually and to share the energy. So I don't know how everybody else is feeling, but I always like to give you a little flavor of what I'm feeling. A lot of great energy today. Can feel that for sure, but a lot of energy. So if you woke up today and you're like, wow, like this is a little overwhelming, I sense that there's just a lot of energy. And so I equate this to a swarm of bees. You know, one bee on its own. You're in the garden or you're outside and you see a single bee on a flower or something. And you're like, oh, okay, it's one bee. Now put a bunch of bees together. If you've ever had the experience of a swarm of bees flying over your head, right? Now that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of energy, you know, that you might be feeling today. So it is Friday, it's October 30th. You know, here in the States we're coming up on something most people have been anticipating, which is the election that will take place, our presidential election that will take place on November 3rd, next Tuesday. And so with all of this energy, this is what I could say. Right? We don't have to push it away. We don't have to pull it in and store it in our bodies, right? Or get into that loop, that thought process, and where we're just kind of repeating the same thought and we're attaching ourselves tighter and tighter. Right? We could just take that energy like a swarm of bees and we can put it into our breath, okay? Which is why I'm so happy to be here and I'm so happy that you're doing this class, right? You might do this class today, tomorrow, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, but put all that energy into your breath, and so that you could take it and let it do something positive for you. Okay? Your poses, your stillness, the opportunity to experience connection inside. So let's make our way onto our backs. Lie down flat, arms by your sides if you're not there already. And let's feel the shoulders into the ground, right? You got some space around you, take up some space. And your arms go out a little bit wider today. And feel the rest here in the back of your head and close your eyes. Let's start in complete observation mode. And watching the air as it comes into your body and as the air leaves your body without changing it in any way. And what happens a lot of times when you're feeling in that overwhelming sense of energy is that you think that you need to compete with it, you need to go faster. So fortunately for us, everything we're going to do here on the mat, everything through the flow, the pace that we move through the practice, even when it seems fast or intense or rigorous, it is actually slower than most everything else that you're going to do throughout your day. And let's take a deeper breath to stretch. Bring your arms over your head and touch thumbs. You can grab a wrist. Bring your legs towards the center line, straight and strong. Point and stretch. Feel your shoulders, feel your back. Go ahead and bend your legs so that your feet are flat, and let your low back flatten. Bring your arms down. Feel the release of the flexion in your shoulders, knees to chest, hands behind the knees, and begin to rock up and down the length of your spine. And 2 more from your hips. And feel along your spine into your shoulders, and make your way up, pivot around, and come into a tabletop facing the top of your mat. What you call the top of your mat, the direction that you'll face primarily and throughout your practice. And get your tabletop set. You've been setting these hands and day after day, some of you probably twice a day. Don't be afraid to practice twice a day. And you know there's those detox classes out there if you want something more restorative in the evenings. Inhale, curl your toes under. Exhale, press back, inner thighs, tailbone up into your downward facing dog. You begin again with the breath in a down dog. If you're just joining us, if you're starting a yoga practice and this is actually one of your first down dogs, amazing. But for many, as you've been practicing for days, weeks, months, years, right? The down dog is not necessarily unfamiliar, but it is brand new. And when you connect in the breath in between the body and the mind, every time you come into it, keep your hands where they are, bring your big toes together. Lift your heels, little bend to your knees, look to your palms. And I'm strong in the upper back. Take 2 steps, come to the top of the mat. Big toes together, let your chin come into your chest. Take your hands on the back of your head, elbows around your ears, curl. With some awareness in your legs. Awareness meaning activation, strength in this case. Same with your belly. Investigate any weight that you might be feeling in your outer hips or in your low back. And if you need to ease that up a little bit, bend your knees. Slide your hands down onto the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, pull your heart forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up. First standing pose. Exhale, hands to your heart. Let's feel Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms by your sides, proud chest. And a little more weight into the heels. If you're one, and to stand more into your toes, feel the weight distribute back into your heels. You feel your ribs knit in, and belly strong. Proud chest. Have a great practice, everyone. Inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Keep the belly firm. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step back into a high plank. Set your palms shoulder width, support, and so you're not putting extra any weight into your shoulders. And then move your feet over to the right side edge of your mat. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and keep both hands down on the ground. And squeeze your bottom hip in, slide your gaze forward, and you'll feel that all the way up your back. You'll feel that all the way back from your hips. You're twisting, but you move the pelvis instead of moving the shoulders. And come back onto your toes, walk your feet all the way over to the left side edge, and then roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Stack your left leg on top, and you should wrap yourself right into your oblique. You'll feel that strength in the side of your belly. Breathe and receive. And that's why it's so good to be on your mat. Breathe and receive. Come back to your big toes, and then come back into a plank pose, feet hip width apart. All right? If you're starting to feel it in your arms, ribs in, puff the upper back. Feel that cat back. All right, you can keep your knees lifted. If you need the knees on the ground, take them down. And exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly, elbows in. Untuck your toes, yes. Inhale, lift your heart. Now, if you really felt that in your shoulders, exhale, lower down. Take note, you need to activate your upper back. Again, inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, bring your chest back down to the ground. One more, inhale, baby cobra. And exhale, lower your chest. Press up, all fours, hands and knees. And bring your knees all the way together so they touch. Keep your left knee where it is. Step your right foot back, tuck your toes into the mat. Pivot your right heel down so it's like warrior 2 legs. So you're on your left knee, And your right leg is straight. Reach your right arm up to the ceiling like side plank. And plenty of support with your left knee on the ground, so you should really feel the lift out of your bottom shoulder. Take an inhale, and then exhale, you're going to reach down under. So your right hand goes down and then reaches back underneath your left armpit. Inhale, bring your right arm back up to the ceiling. Exhale, reach down and under, work your obliques. Inhale, reach your right arm back up, 3 more. And exhale, right arm down. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm down. 1 more. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, right arm reaches down. Nice. Inhale, right arm up. And slowly switch. Gaze and right hand to the mat. Right knee back onto the ground. Step your left foot back. Tuck your toes into the mat. Pivot your left heel down like a warrior 2 leg. And your right hand is firm. Inhale, reach your left arm up to the ceiling like side plank. And feel the support of your right knee. Quite nice, so you're not dumping the weight into your shoulder. Take an inhale. Exhale, reach your left arm down under your right armpit. So it's down under. And then inhale, reach your left arm back up. And exhale, reach down under. Inhale, back up, 3. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, left arm up, 2. Exhale, reach down. Nice. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Exhale, reach down. Inhale, reach your left arm up. Notice, gaze first and then your left hand down. Pivot square, come back to all fours. And draw your belly, step back into a high plank, big toes together, take an inhale. 5 yogi push-ups, lower halfway, elbows straight back, up 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lift your hips, downward facing dog. Feel the upper back. And head below your heart. If you want your thumbs a little wider, spread them away from your pinky fingers. And press through your hands, turn your elbows in, and take a breath into your upper back body. Okay, there's the stretch. Big toes meet, heels up. Bend your knees, exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Inhale, arms up, hug into your midline. Exhale, dive, belly into the fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back, bend your arms, chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips. And draw your belly awareness into your low spine. So while you're standing in these poses, you're going to support your spine. The foundation is going to be your core. Remember, your core are your legs, your belly, and your upper back. Big toes together, lift your heels. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, stand up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Squeeze your midline. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, belly into the fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back, high plank, and lower chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, tops of the feet, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. And spread the fingers, draw with your legs, take the weight out of your shoulders. Keep your left foot down, take your right big toe onto the back of your left ankle and press the heel towards the mat. And feel your pelvis slide back. Less weight in your wrist. Now lift your right leg up. So that sets this 3-legged dog into your left leg. If you didn't do that, you're keeping the weight in your wrist. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Feel the difference. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your left elbow. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Stay here. Look forward. Step back, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Tops of the feet. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, great job. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose, out through your nose. And so it's a simple little setup, everybody. Left big toe, back of your right heel. All right, you've done a three-legged dog probably about 10,000 times. But notice how this draws it out of your wrist right here. Cool, feel that. Now your right leg is strong. My thigh is turned on. Float your left leg up. It's a different three-legged dog. Let's go. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your right elbow. Inhale, kick back and up. Exhale, knee to your nose. Stay here. Slide your gaze forward. Step back to your plank. That sets your belly in. Chaturanga. Tops of the feet. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, lift your hips and reset the neutral spine in your downward facing dog. Big toes together. Lift your heels, bend your knees, just 2 big steps to the top. Step, step, hands behind your bum, lower your chin. Get a grip, interlace the fingers, cross your thumbs. Take a breath in, roll your shoulders back. And exhale, straighten your arms, knuckles to the sky. Keep the chin low, and so you're not holding, stagnating energy in through the back of your neck, and that flow can run freely. You could try it with straight legs. If that's too much, a little bend to your knees activates your core and your thighs, your belly. You release your hands back down to the ground. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Let's feel those arms to the shoulders. Inhale, rise. Circle the arms up. They're lighter. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Firm the belly in. Inhale, reach your arms up. Interlace your fingers. And release the index. Exhale, side bend to the right. As you side bend, sure, 2 feet on the ground, especially if you're feeling your low back today. If you're good, in your breath, left foot down. Hover your right foot off the ground. And then move your right leg out to the side, point your toes away from your ankle. You're going to feel your outer hip on the right side, work your inner thigh on the left side. Maintaining your side bend, squeeze the hands, and feel the lift in your heart. Beauty, bring your right foot back to your left, center to square, and exhale your hands to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms, reach up, look up. Exhale, dive, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant, step back, bend your arms, chaturanga. Flow through. Inhale, upward dog. Use the upper back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank, big toes together. All right, so let's use that outer right hip again. Outer edge of your right foot, side plank. And the hips are stacked. Left shoulder on top, reach your left arm up. Obviously, keep your right leg where it is. Step your left foot onto the mat in front of your right shin. Lift your bottom hip higher and reach your top arm over. So good in your bottom shoulder. Turn your gaze up inside your left bicep as you kick through your right heel. Ooh, stretch through your left side. And just like we did in that standing crescent moon. Bring your left arm up. Support the shoulder. Look down first. Then left hand back, pivot square, high plank, inhale. And exhale, lift your bum, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose. And breath out through your nose. Right foot stays down, put it in the leg, inhale, left leg up. Left knee, right elbow, kick out onto your floor, pivot your back heel down, and then reach your right arm up. So see, I'm creating space, walk down. Then your hips. Okay, splay up on that 45-degree angle with your right arm reaching up. And take your breath in, draw your belly as you exhale, right hand down, pivot on your back toes, step back, plank pose. Shift forward, chaturanga, elbows in, upward dog press. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. You got it, breathe here. In your legs, out of your shoulders, big toes together. Heels up, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, halfway rise. And exhale, forward fold. Take it up, inhale, rise. Feel from the shoulders. Exhale, hands to your heart center, ribs in. Inhale, arms up, interlace the fingers. And release the index, side bend to the left. You feel the stretch, the opening to your outer right hip now. Press your right foot down. Hover your left foot an inch off the ground, and then move it away from your center line. Point your toes away from your ankle. You notice the outer hip. Into the glute, engage. As you draw that leg away, you can lift it up a little higher. That'll make you sweat. Bring your left foot back to your right. Center your chest. Exhale your hands into your heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Great job. Exhale, dive belly into the fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the hands, step, step, back chaturanga, elbows straight back. Inhale, tops of the feet, upward facing dog. Feel it from the upper back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high plank, high push-up. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and set side plank. Hips stack, right shoulder on top, reach your right arm up. If you're jamming into the wrist, you need to reset and get your left hand forward more. Obviously, your left leg stays. Right foot steps in front of your shin. Okay, the other way to create that space for the shoulder, walk your left foot down a little bit. Yeah, all these little mindful tricks, adjustments. Take your right arm over your head to extend and feel your bottom hip lift. So there's a reason why we warmed up those obliques. Okay, the core and the sides of your belly. And feel that reach in your right side body stretch, just like standing crescent. Reach your right arm up, gaze down first. That supports the shoulder. Right hand down. Pivot square, high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. When you root your left heel down, puts the core into your left leg. Float your right leg up. It's light. Right knee to your left elbow. Kick out onto your floor. Pivot your back heel down. Reach your left arm up, and I can always walk that left foot down the mat more. Knee, hips pressing out and up on that 45, fallen triangle. Yeah, you'll see people, don't look at other people, you'll see them throwing their heads back and whatnot. Don't look at other people, build in from your base. Your core is your foundation for your spine. On your exhale, gaze and left hand down. Pivot your back heel high and step back into plank, elbows in, chaturanga. You got it, tops of the feet, inhale, up dog, press. Really good, exhale, downward facing dog. And reset your hands. Feel the draw with your legs. And both heels heavy, so your legs are turned on. And step your feet together, lift your heels up. Press the mat away, bend your knees. Exhale, walk or hop to the top. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your legs, Utgatasana, reach your arms out and up. And pull your belly in, your waistband down. So tighten the belt around your waist. Roll your tailbone under, and then lift through your heart, reach your wrist up. There's always a little adjustment to be made. And bring your hands to your heart center. Stand up on the inhale. And put all the weight into your left foot. Exhale, lift your right knee in front. Keep your right knee lifted. Twist to the right. Open your arms into a T. If that's too much, take your right hand to your low back. And if you can work in the balance, left leg strong. Reach your right arm back. Slowly center, square, reach your arms up. Step your down, keep your chest proud. Figure 4, left ankle to your right thigh. And bend your standing leg. Pull your inner thighs back and with your hips, and then sit down. Now hinge and bring your hands down to the ground. Fingertips are fine. And sit back. Wrap around the outside of your right arm. And the more you wrap those toes, and you might feel the outer left hip stretch. Deep breaths in through your nose, out through your nose. Reach your arms forward, use the upper back, stand up. Lift your left knee in front, exhale, left foot down, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up, lift your chin. Exhale, dive forward, fold hands to the mat. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant the palms, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in through your nose and breath out through your nose. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step your right foot all the way through. Pivot your back heel down and come up on the inhale, warrior two pose. Palms face the ground, gaze over your front forearm. Press through your back heel, lunge a little bit deeper. You work the inner thighs, stretch the inner thighs, grounding your feet and drawing your knees away from each other. Give yourself room and to point your tailbone down. Inhale to reverse your warrior two, reach up and back. Exhale, windmill your hands, plant, pivot your back heel high, kick back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose, squeeze. Inhale, kick back, arm balance. Right knee above your right elbow, come forward, lift your back toes. Press through your hands, step, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Welcome back. See, I get excited. Breathe. It's that energy, the buzzing of the bees. Put it into your breath. And then you draw off an arm balance, right? A float back. Whatever it looks like for you. Big toes touch. Lift your heels, hands firm. Exhale, walk, hop, or float to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. And so your breath really takes you out of that anticipatory pressure, right? Or energy. Right foot down, lift your left knee up in front. And you're like, I'm right here. Breathe, I'm right here. As long as I don't go out there, I'm right here. Breathe, arms up. T-twist. Right arm forward. Again, if that's too much, left hand on your low back sacrum and support your standing leg. Too much just means you're feeling a sensation and that goes beyond discomfort and something that you can breathe into. Right? If you're not breathing, and then you just slow it all down. Come back to center, reach your arms up. Exhale your left foot down, lift your right knee up. In figure four, right ankle to your left thigh. So the right hip is externally rotated. Let's start to bend the standing leg. Pull your inner thighs back. And draw your bum down. Inner thighs back. Now hinge. Bring your hands down to the ground. You got to sit back and sit down through your inner thighs. And right toes are hooking around the outside of your left arm. And breathe into it. Feel the outer right hip and hip flexors and bum. Use your back, float your arms forward. Rise up, lift your right knee in front. Exhale your right foot down, hands to your heart center. Inhale, circle the arms up. There it gets light. Exhale, dive forward, fold, belly in. Inhale, lift halfway. Plant step, float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. And take a breath in through your nose. Exhale, step, left foot in between your hands. Pivot your back heel down. Come on up, warrior two. Arms into the T, gaze over your front forearm. You work it out through your inner thighs. I say spread the knees. That means opening up the hips. So if you go deep into the pelvis and you try to work the knees away from each other, Feel the inner thighs stretch. From there, you can deepen your lunge. And then feel the centeredness, the soft focus, your awareness in your breath. Itself in, quite nice. Flip your left palm. Inhale to reverse and exalt your warrior two. Exhale, windmill your hands down. Plant pivot, kick your left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to your nose. Inhale, kick back, arm balance. Left knee above your left elbow, slide forward, right leg lifts, press through your palms. Take a breath, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Wonderful, set your down dog. Heels heavy. Fingertips, walk back to your feet. And forward fold. Pada Hastasana, slide your right palm under your right foot. Slide your left palm underneath your left foot. And chin down into your chest, give your hamstrings some love. And draw your navel in, break any resistance off the back. And soften the face here. At the end of this exhale, bend your knees, slide your hands out. Feel your belly, crawl your hands forward, and come onto a high plank, palms flat. Shoulders over your elbows, legs straight, hips in line with your armpits. Hey, let's work a really slow, even hold chaturanga. Come forward, elbows straight back, bend your arms to 90 degrees, feel your upper back. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Go to the tops of your feet and straighten your arms. Drag on your feet, roll your heart up. Keep your legs active, low belly, lift your hips back. And downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, step your right foot through. Inhale, rise, arms over your head, crescent. Exhale, bring your arms by your sides, power lunge, shoulders down. And so the top of the shoulder, and compress into the AC joint on the top of the shoulder. And firm your belly in, float your arms forward, power lunge. Exhale, reach your arms back. Inhale, float your arms forward. Exhale, reach your arms back. Inhale, float your arms forward. Exhale, reach your arms back, hands to your heart center in prayer. Lift your chest, put your left knee down onto the mat, and then lift it up. Tap your left knee down to the mat, and then lift it up. One more time, tap your left knee, and then lift it up. Bring your left knee down to the ground. Inhale, and twist, left elbow outside your right thigh. With your left knee on the ground, feel all this space lifting out of your low spine. And should feel good as you draw up and then rotate, and your right shoulder away from the ear. Turn your gaze back over your right shoulder. And let's bring the gaze and hands down onto the mat. Right leg is good. Lift your left knee up, plant your hands, kick your right leg back, three-legged dog. Walk it back, hands to your left foot. Standing splits the back of your mat. Right leg lifts. It's straight. There's a little lever there. Set your hands, spread your fingers, lift your left heel, load the spring, exhale, jump, switch. Plant the hands, right heel lifts, bend the knee, exhale, jump, switch. Lift the left heel, bend the knee, exhale, jump, switch. One more, right heel up, bend the knee, exhale, jump, switch. Bring your big toes together. Good job. Rock the weight into your heels. Rock the weight into your toes. Pop the heels, double toe stand. Bring your bum down. Hands to your heart center. Balance. So good for the mind, and feel the space in the chest. Such great strength in your back and through your core, everybody. You could stay right here. If you want a little more, seal your lips. Exhale, hover your bum 3 inches off your heels. Knit your ribs in. Okay, check your joy. Smile, happiness. Bum back to your heels. Hands down to the ground. Everybody lift your hips forward, fold, head below your heart. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Take it up. Inhale, rise, reach the arms. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart center. Proud chest lifted. Step forward onto your right foot. Middle of the mat, lift your left leg. Toppling tree. Bend your right leg. Keep your body from your torso to your left leg in one line. Exhale, straighten your right leg back out. Inhale, bend your right leg as low as you can. Exhale, straighten the leg back out. Inhale, bend the leg. Stay here. Hands to mat, left knee behind your right knee, curtsy squat. And let your chin rest down towards your chest. Kick your left foot out to the right so it's straight. Tuck your toes into your floor. Pull your heart forward, shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in through your nose and out. Feel the outer right hip. You got it. Use your belly, look down, swing your left foot back inside. Pop your heels, double toe stand. Check it out. Walk your hands back by your hips. Put all the weight over into your left foot and kick your right leg straight out in front of you. And flex the ankle. Draw the heart up. Keep your right hand on the ground. Bring your left hand to your heart center. The buzzing of the bees. Take a breath in. Left hand down. Kick your right foot back through. Don't touch the ground. Standing splits. Take that dive. Feel your hamstring. Inhale. And exhale. Bring your feet back together to touch. Inhale. Halfway lift. Crawl out. Exhale into your high plank. High push-up. Inhale. Bend the arms. Chaturanga. Exhale. Tops of the feet. Press upward facing dog. And exhale. Lift your hips. Downward facing dog. 3 breaths, please. Finish your exhale, right foot down. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, big step, left foot all the way through. Right leg is straight. Inhale, rise up, crescent warrior. And commit to that straight right leg. Get as deep into the feeling of your pelvis as you can, and then you can bend your front leg more. Float your arms back by your sides, power lunge. With our inhale, reach your arms forward. Exhale, arms back by your sides. Breath, inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back by your sides. Again, inhale, arms forward. Exhale, arms back by your sides. You got it. Hands to your heart center. Lift your chest. Lower your right knee. Tap the mat. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, lift it up. Slowly lower your right knee to the mat. Inhale, proud chest. Yes, twist. Right elbow outside your left thigh. You should feel so light in your low back. Rolling your heart up. Press your left hand into your right hand. Left shoulder down. And then you can turn the gaze back. And slowly bring your gaze and hands down onto the mat. And lift your right knee, set your hands, kick your left leg straight back and up, 3-legged dog. Should feel light. Let's walk it back. Hands to your right foot. And set it up, elbows in. Shoulder blades wide, set your hands, shoulder width or a little bit wider. Lift your right heel, that left leg is a lever. Bend your right knee, exhale, jump. Switch. Left heel up, breathe in. Bend the knee, exhale, jump. Switch. Right heel up, bend the knee, exhale, jump. Switch. And one more, heel up, bend the knee, exhale, jump. Switch, bring your big toes together. Nice. Inhale to lift halfway. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, circle the arms, stand up. Exhale, hands to your heart center. You got it, proud chest. Take a step forward onto your left foot. Chest proud, right leg floats, toppling tree. One line from your right heel through your torso, bend your left leg, standing. And exhale, straighten it back out. Inhale, bend the leg that's standing. And exhale. One more, bend the leg standing. Straighten it back out. Bend the leg, hands to the ground, keep the chest proud. Right knee behind your left knee and drop your chin. Take the kinks out of your neck. Take your right leg, kick it out to the left, tuck your toes into the floor, stretch it out. Pull your heart through, shoulders away from your ears. Feel it, outer left hip. And so your right toes, your left heel firmly connected, belly in for a little more support. And swing your right leg back around inside your left foot. Lift your heels, bend your legs, double toe stand. All the weight over into your right foot, hands on the ground, walk them back, and then kick your left leg out in front. And draw up through the back of your heart, shoulders down, ribs in as we kick through the heel. It is floating. And feel that thigh. And good exchange, belly in. Hey, put your hips up, swing your left leg back, go. Standing splits on your right foot, drop your head. Take a dive, left leg lifting up. 3, 2, and land. Bring your feet together, big toes touch. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, sweep the arms, stand up. Exhale, bring your hands into your heart center. And stay here, breathe in, feel your feet. Awesome, lift your heels up. Squeeze everything into your midline. Take your arms over your head. Peace fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Keep the heels up, turn the knees in, start to bend the legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and land. Hands to your heart center. Really great focus. And the wobble's all part of the practice. If you nailed it today, amazing. Amazing breath, body awareness, and breath awareness. Spread your knees wide here. Keep your heels lifted and reach your arms forward as you take your hips back and bring your hands down onto the ground. You can let your chin settle in towards your chest. You are welcome to stay where you are. If you'd like to come with me, teddy bear headstand, make sure there's nothing out in front of you, and your elbows come around the front of your shins. You start to roll your hips up. I've got all the weight in my hands and my feet onto the tips of my toes. Softly place the top of the head on the ground. Weight into the hands, knees are on the back of the arms. We're not putting a lot of weight into the neck. Keep the weight in the hands. And bring your right knee, left knee inside your arms and come down onto your shins. Push your head off the ground. And hands on your thighs, palms face down. Close the eyes. Shoulders away from your ears. Awesome. If you'd like some water, take a little sip. Once you're done with your water, swing your legs around in front of you and set up for boat pose, Navasana. Rock back onto your sacrum, elbows in around your sides, proud chest, float your feet. And you could start with the hands behind the knees, 3 fingers behind the knees, 2 fingers behind the knees. Feel the connection to your core. Float your arms out by your sides. Straighten your legs, lower halfway down, and then come back up. Okay? So it's not all the way down to a hover. Halfway down. Keep it in your belly. Little to less grip in your hips. Just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees in, arms around your shins, still seated. Give yourself a squeeze. And feel that in your back, broaden. Okay, now let's do crow on our bum. Big toes together. Spread your knees apart. Reach your arms forward. Rock back to your sacrum. Now draw your knees up to your triceps. Okay, the backs of your arms. Now push your knees into your triceps. Float your feet off the ground. Slide your chin, gaze slightly up, and you're in crow pose on your bum. If you can breathe here, 5 breaths, you can do crow. In sequence with breath. Feel these muscles. Feel, feel, feel. It's good. Training the brain. Feel these muscles. And so when you have all that added buzz, if you will, the energy and the weight in the hands, the mind kicking in, you know the muscles that you're using. Bring your knees back together. Float your arms by your sides. You should feel that belly. Now lower for 5, 4, 3. We're on the low back. 2. We're on the middle spine. And 1. Let it go. Shoulders down. And release your head to the ground. Did I say good morning? Good morning. I hope you're feeling it. Let all the energy run through you, put it in your breath, and feel it exhausted and through your body. Right? We will get to a moment in where we're more willing to be still. Trippy. Bend your legs so that your feet are flat, please. Interlace the fingers behind your head, and your elbows are wide. Press your feet down. Keep your hips heavy, and then hover your head and shoulders off the ground. Okay, so it's deeper if the elbows are wider. And then exhales only, we pulse up. Pulse, 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 straight up. And it shouldn't get you in your hip flexors. It shouldn't get you in your low back. It should get you right in the center of your 6-pack abdominals. Pulse, keep going. See the sensation. It's something, but it's not enough to stop you. Ooh, it's uncomfortable, but you can keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the head down. Ooh, release the hands. Take a deeper breath with your lips sealed. Exhale, let it go. Bring your right knee into your chest. Kick your left leg out straight. Left leg on your mat. Soften your belly. Ground your shoulders. Okay, and now you can release your core. So your core is no longer the foundation to your spine. You have the ground beneath you. And so feel the inverted effect of releasing the muscles in your front body. You relax through your trunk on your exhale, supine twist, and take your right knee all the way across your chest. Left hand to your right thigh, right arm out into a T. You might get a little crack, adjustment. And if you ever feel a supine twist a lot in your low back, in this case, turn your gaze to the left, and that'll ease in the low back a little bit. You got it. Take a deep breath in. And gaze to center. Slowly bring your right leg back. And switch. Left knee into your chest, hands. Interlace fingers onto your left shin. Right leg is long. Soften the trunk. On your next exhale, bring your left knee across your body. Right hand to your left thigh. And notice how we're not rushing into the twist. Shoulders down, head down. And so you've done a couple twists today where you moved the pelvis instead of moving the shoulders. If it's got you in your low back, in this case, turn your gaze to the right. And bring your gaze back to center. Gently roll your left knee across and square your hips. Feel all of that. Both feet flat to the mat. And once you get your feet flat, and ground your low back, and then bring both knees into your chest and give yourself a little squeeze, please. And gently rock yourself up and down 3 times to a seat. And cross your legs as you come into a seat and hands onto your knees. Run that line all the way up your spine. Feel your sit bones ground. Take a breath in. Feel your heart rise. A little more light. Filters in. Crawl your hands forward. And come into modified double pigeon. And keep your pelvis heavy if you crawl your fingertips further forward. And then let the chin fall into the space towards your chest. You truly ride these waves that are here for you to experience right now. And perhaps a calm you didn't know existed, and you're still including all the energy. That's the beauty. You observe the mind interpretation, and that's your practice. And that's you receiving from your practice. Walk your hands back in towards your shins. Switch left shin in front of your right shin or just the opposite shin in front. Cross-legged and sit bones ground. And we sit up tall. Filter in a little more light, sit up tall, and bring your hands forward. Keep the pelvis heavy as you crawl the hands out, and allow the chin to come into the space towards the chest. Wonderful. Walk your hands back in towards you. And feel this as you release the legs out in front. And feel the space in your hips and your legs and your spine. Inhale, arms up, peace fingers. And take them forward to your big toes. You can bend your legs if you need to. With the toe lock, draw your heart up. And wrap your elbows down. And kick through your heels, draw your chest forward, and then forehead down towards your knees. There's still a firmness in the belly, support. As you inhale, draw your heart up. Feel the belly squeeze, hover the hands off your feet, chin to your chest. Keep the legs grounded, strong, and we're going to start to roll back and down, one vertebra at a time. When you land in all the space you've created. Let your breath go, let your body go. Let your attachments go, your stress, your story. Ask the question, how are you feeling right now? And to to remind you, and that this practice goes with you. It is not to try to stick yourself in this moment. Let this practice go with you, moving through the moments, one breath at a time. Such a beautiful, powerful, energetic experience, everybody. Palms together, thumbs to your forehead. You, of course, are welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. And for now, we seal the practice. So much love, support, kindness, compassion. Have a great Friday, everyone. And see you tomorrow. Namaste.